When people are released from jail, they have the responsibility to appear in court. But some of these people choose to go on the run.
They go back home to mommy.
And that is when these guys come into the picture. So sit back and listen to the Off the Hook podcast with Chad and Rob.
Very fine people on both sides.
These are real stories, but the names have been changed.
What's going on, guys? I'm Rob.
And I'm Chad.
How you doing, buddy?
What's up, man?
You know, same old, different day. Just trying to get back in the groove of things, man. How was your weekend?
It was good. It's good to see. Oh, we had a pig picking in the neighborhood, and yeah, good seeing everybody. And
It's always good to have a pig picking, bro.
yeah. This time was cooling off a little bit.
Now, our pig pickings are different here in eastern North Carolina than a lot of places in the world.
Really?
Yeah, like everybody likes to dig holes and cook them in the ground, which you can do that.
That's Hawaii.
Yeah, but they do that out west too.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
Well, that is west of us.
But yeah,
Hawaii.
so
It's extremely west.
Other parts of the U.S. do it.
Okay.
So yeah, we do. We just kind of did much of nothing this weekend. I did. Dude, I told you about that place in Carolina Beach, Soul Flavor.
Yeah.
Man, that place is amazing, dude.
Cool.
I ate there again, but Sunday, me and my band had our first full practice at the house, and we still can't come up with a name. I cannot figure anything out. So you guys at home listening, man, if y'all can come up with some good names, let me know, because I am just cannot come up with none. I've asked all my friends, and they're like, "No, I don't know." So other than that,
I'm going fishing this coming weekend. Rusty, if you're watching, we're going fishing, man.
Rusty, last time I was out, I saw this big ass boat it came right by us at end game. I was like, "Oh, there's Rusty. That's Chad's buddy."
Yeah, see, you getting out there, Russ.
Yeah, I saw you even had the shirts on,
Yeah, he's doing the whole part. I'm behind you, not too far.
Oh, speaking of,
Not too
look
far,
at
brother.
our attire. Don't you like it?
Brand new.
Brand new.
Fresh.
Off the hook, baby.
You can get your gear.
Yes, you can get it. We'll let you know our next podcast. We'll have everything set up.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do shirts and stuff like that. Mainly coastal wear type stuff because where we're at.
It helps support what we're doing here.
Yeah. So and you get a fresh lid like this.
Yeah,
Dude,
there was like this morning. This morning he was asking me which hat did I want. I was like, man, I don't know. There's like 3 of them that I really, really like.
I got like 10 or 12, something like that. Different designs, different things.
Yeah,
different colors.
It got one for men, one for women.
Yeah.
So yeah, it did a really good job on that.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Put a lot of thought into it. Still thinking, still trying to make it happen.
Yeah, it's been a wild ride here lately. What's going on in politics lately, man?
Isn't that the hot topic? We're getting closer. So by the time this airs, we're going to be 2 weeks out.
Something like that. I'm so ready for it to be over with.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
so ready. Dude, I seen an ad on TikTok. I sent it to Chad. It's hilarious, man. So it's of, I guess it's a new campaign ad that Donald Trump has come out with, and it's got it starts off with Bill Clinton talking about the illegal immigration and where
I saw
the girl
that
got
one.
killed.
I saw that one yesterday. Yeah. He made a comment that was like,
if they've been vetted, if they've been
properly vetted, it wouldn't happen.
It wouldn't happen, and then it switches over to
I approve this message.
approve this message. I was like,
good one, Don.
that was a good one, man. No, man, I love seeing them ads. They're funny.
I tell you, I just saw a thing. So big topic is right before the election is Joe Rogan, and is Joe Rogan going to have Don on his podcast?
Man.
And like that's a big topic right now, and they're saying that there's talk of that happening. And years ago he said he wouldn't have him on there, but since then he's had Tulsi Gabbard, he's had a couple of Democratic. Well, they've come over to the conservative side, and RFK Jr. Has been on there, and I think he's open to having Trump. So that would be huge. Just to, if you really want to, Joe Rogan would put the questions to him that a lot of people would want to hear. So I think it'd be very interesting.
Well,
by the same token, I would love to see Kamala Harris on the Joe Rogan show.
She was cackling.
Well, I come from a middle class family.
How many times am I going to hear that one? So, all right. So, speaking, kind of on politics still, what's your plans once it's over with and it kind of goes our way, like the way we would like it? Yeah.
Man, I don't know, man. It's a lot of people aren't going to have it much to talk about, after this is all said and done. I don't know. I'm worried about both sides, to be honest. I don't think there's a winner or a loser in this one, because I think either side's going to get upset over the other winning and not winning. So I don't know, man. It's going to be it's kind of scary. It's exciting and it's scary at the same time.
I wonder what kind of crazy shit this is going to come out between now and then.
There's some. Have you heard about what's his name, Tim Walz, about the letter about the kid who claims that he messed with him when he was little?
No,
yeah. There's a letter that's been put out by someone and trying to determine if it's valid or not. I don't know, but there's a lot of talk about it. We'll see.
Did you also? I did see this. They're putting these videos out, and it's of Tim Walz hunting. So they're trying to get the
he
left
looks
side.
like Elmer Fudd.
It's okay. We're not going to take your guns because look, we're hunters. See,
and he can't put the shotgun shells in the shotgun.
Yeah. But here's the funny thing, and I hate it when people say this, that we're hunters too. We're not going to take away your guns, but that's not why the Second Amendment was put in there. It was because of tyranny. And it's because of government. Like, if government got too corrupt like they are now, I mean, we have a way to defend ourselves from our own government. So,
correct.
By putting these videos out of Tampon Tim out there trying to hunt, can't put the shotgun, can't even work the shotgun.
Right.
For one, that concerns me as a person anyway, to be around somebody with a gun that you don't know how to work, you don't know how to operate, and it's not safe. So that right there shows me right there they don't know what they're doing. They're just
concerns me that Kamala has a handgun.
She's got a Glock.
Glock, that's right.
She got a Glock.
Right around the block
with a Glock.
Remember that? We used to go up and down the road to Florida to get criminals, and we'd play that song.
Yeah,
right around the block with a Glock.
I don't think we've told that story about that girl.
Oh yeah, we got. That's a good one we can tell.
Yeah, that's awesome.
We got to get these out before we forget them. There's so many, and some of them are so long ago, and we forget details, but we have a bunch of dots up there still to tell.
And I mean, I've got, you've got some that you've done.
Yeah.
I've got some that I've done. So we haven't even got into them.
Yeah. Yeah. But hey, man, let's just keep it trucking. Keep doing what we're doing.
Hey, I just got to tell you again, you got to buy you one of these hats, dude.
They are fresh, man.
They are fresh. We're looking fly with our hats on.
I've gotten a lot of compliments. I got my neighbors wanting them. Sweet. So I'm like, all right.
Heck yeah. My dad, my old man, it's actually his birthday in a couple of days. So I got you a hat coming, buddy. I love you and can't wait to see you again. We'll go play some golf. So I got you a new golf hat.
Pops a lot. I got you one too.
Yeah, buddy. What's up, Pops? All right. So we're going to get right into it because it is story time.
I can tell stories. Got too much to tell. I can tell stories. Got too much to tell. I can tell stories. Got too much to tell.
All right.
Gotta love, man. You ought to see this new song that he's.
No.
He's gonna.
It's Halloween time.
We're gonna play it for Halloween.
For Halloween, man.
I guarantee you we will.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a $30,000 bond out of North Carolina.
What did we name her? Moo Moo the car thief. Moo Moo the car thief.
Moo Moo the car thief, because it was a $30,000 bond out of North Carolina for motor vehicle theft.
I thought she came up from Florida.
No, that's where she was at.
Okay. Gotcha.
We'll get to that later.
This
in the
has
story.
been a couple years ago.
Yeah, so we have to sit down and like write this
Remember
stuff
these
out because
things.
it's been a while. So bankers contacted us.
Bankers Insurance.
Bank of Surety.
Plug
Love
for
you.
them.
We mean it. We need some
Guys, where we at?
sponsorship. Hey.
All right.
So bankers contacted us and needed this done as soon as possible.
So we did it.
So we get on it. We get all the we get all the information, warrants, anything we can, and then
We find her social media, and it was under a different name. It wasn't her name, but we were able to figure it out
through
the
looking at like
ways-
family members.
the ways that we do things.
Okay, all right, yeah,
We were able to find her social media page,
yeah,
and we watched it for a little while.
Yeah,
And
we watched it, and then like, I remember like so when we're doing this. I'm looking at Chad. Chad's looking at me. And we're like, we're back and forth with
yeah,
this.
so his desk is here. I'm over there, and we'll do our things, and it just kind of comes together. And
Yeah.
that's when it's like putting a puzzle together. And when all the pieces fit, you're like, yes, we got it.
So we find out, and there's no other avenues of finding where this girl's at. So we come up with an idea, and I went on social media. I will catfish pretty much her, and sent out a message because we found on her social media.
She made a message. Yeah, she posted a message that she was in dire need for a place to stay because I think she had like 2 kids.
One, I think it was one.
Whatever. But she also had a girlfriend / wife, maybe, that were together. And I think she had a kid, and together they had a couple, I think.
Right.
And they were like, we don't have a place to stay, and can somebody help us out? And we saw that message. So
before we get any further, we do our homework to find out that she's traveling. Mm-hmm. She's traveling, and she tells me in the message that her van has broke down a couple times, but they got it back together. So I'm like, ooh, she said van.
there you go.
So we're looking up her information.
Piece by piece.
The car's registered. This van is registered to her. So I messaged her with with a catfisher, which is this individual, and reach out. I said, look, if you're looking for a place to stay,
Father Rob
yes, sir, Father Rob.
of the fine divine church of
I have no idea what
Hook a
church I
thief
said I
up.
was with. I was the pastor of some church. Anyway, we're getting to that. So I reached out to her with this individual and said, hey, look, I'm going to have the pastor reach out to you. We had a little bit of conversation back and forth. So we can give you a couple night stay in Columbia, Georgia. And she was like, okay, I can make it there, no problem.
yeah.
So we're like, all right, cool. So I call us as the pastor.
Now we called the actual hotel to set her up in.
Yeah.
So we actually did spring for her a hotel stay,
2 nights.
and that way we knew for sure where the money was going and also where she was going.
Yep.
So that gave us time to
Get down there.
Yeah, so we usually, when we go a trip like that, we'll rent a vehicle. So we rented a minivan
Yeah, man.
because I think there was 3 of us. And,
it was me, you, and James, and
Yeah.
we were down. So Columbia, Georgia, is far
right,
from us,
yeah.
and it's in a different time zone. So we actually, all right. So they get there. So me as the pastor booked this hotel.
Lord forgive us.
Lord.
We just, this was a means to an end to put this girl back on the straight and narrow.
Man, I hope when I go see the good Lord one day.
I hope he has a little bit of humor about it.
I do too.
Well, she deceived us and others, so this was a means to do that. So
True.
I think he would be okay with it.
Okay, well, cool. I feel a
Father
little bit
Eric,
better.
if you're watching, come on.
Yeah, we had to do it. We had to do it. So we booked 2 nights. So the next morning we take off in our rental minivan.
Yep.
And we drive all day to get there, and we're like, "Hey, we're not going to turn around and turn and burn and come back."
Yeah.
So
we were tired.
the hotel didn't know what was going on. I kind of fibbed a little bit.
Well, they didn't need to because it had already been paid for,
Yeah,
and we knew what kind of vehicle she was in.
yeah.
So when we pulled in the parking lot, I think it was late. We pull in, we kind of cruise around the parking lot, and we find the vehicle that matches the description.
Hey,
Bingo. So what we do is we put a tracker underneath that thing.
for insurance.
That's your peace of mind. Any good bounty hunter has them. And that way we could just go up to our room. We parked right next to her. Remember, we parked next to her?
Yeah.
Put that tracker on because it was dark.
Got
Nobody
it.
was seeing it. And we just went upstairs and got us a good night's rest.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
So the next morning we're up early, we're up taking showers. You know, we're all getting together, packing our stuff up. And I remember it was right when we're done packing everything up and we're just kind of hanging out, and Chad here's looking out the window.
Yeah, I had like my camera and stuff, and I was like messing with it, and I was over by the window. I think we're on like the 2nd or 3rd floor, and I looked down at our vehicle, and I'm like, oh, there she is.
Oh.
Well, there was 2. Well, I think, do we have a photo of her? It's hard to say.
Yes, we did have a
did?
photo.
Okay.
Yeah, we did have a photo.
Because, I mean, it's hard to identify a person sometimes, and there's 2 people. There's only one photo that's old. Both were female. So we saw that we thought it was her. We were pretty certain that it was her. And I came and I said, hey, guys, she's down there. And so what did we do?
We said, all right, we come up with like a really quick game plan because we had to, because we only had like a minute.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, cool. James, he's staged up over here. Me and Chad staged up on the other side of the elevator. So when she got off.
We walked out down the hall and by the elevator and waited for her to come up.
Because we're staying on the same floor
She
that she was
has
on.
no clue who we are. None.
None.
We're
None.
just somebody staying in the hotel.
So when she gets off, she's in there. The reason why we call her Moo Moo is because she was in a Moo Moo when we got her.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. It said something funny about being arrested.
It was hilarious. Yeah.
So when she gets off the elevator, she's wearing this little Moo Moo, and she comes out and she turns, and James kind of steps in front of her, and James is a big dude. James is like 6'4".
yeah, something like
Yeah.
that.
So he steps in front of her and he goes, hey, look, and then me and Chad come up from behind her and say, hey, we got a warrant for your arrest. You got to go back to North Carolina, take care of this. And the look on her face was priceless. She was like, oh, what in the world?
Yeah.
So we get her in handcuffs. We walk her back to her room because she's got to change. She's not going in a Moo Moo.
Yeah, we're going to let her say bye to the kids and to her girlfriend, whoever acquaintance was.
I don't get half the time they say, "Oh, this is my wife," but they're not legally
whatever
married.
the acquaintance was, whatever. But we're cool about that, and you got to be careful. Again, you don't know
You don't know who you're
the other
dealing with.
person's capable of. You don't know who else is in the room, so we're kind of cautious about that. But
On the way out, though,
Yeah.
I stopped by the front desk, and they were kind of shocked to see what was going on.
Right.
I was like, "Hey, look, this is what happened," and they're like, "Oh, that was good. That was a good way." I was like, "Look, all right, so it's under my card. I need you to, give me the receipts because bankers, sure, they pay for it, and the rental and the gas come back and forth. So we get to the van and throw her in, and not throw her in, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure.
Jay gets worried about.
Well, I don't want
when
y'all
say
thinking
that.
that we're like
not
super
hurting
rough on
people.
everybody. We're not actually
No, we're
tossing them in there. but
we feed them. It's no
I
problem.
was just telling somebody about the time that we went and got a guy in Florida and like how we stop at Black Rifle in Georgia.
Uh-huh.
and how we stopped at Hooters to eat.
Oh yeah,
And it's right down the street from
He's
Black
in
Rifle
handcuffs.
Coffee.
He's in handcuffs.
Yeah, that's another story. But we always stop at Black Rifle because people love going to Florida.
Yeah, but this one was kind of Columbia's
Yeah, this
kind
one
of
was
out
kind
of
of
the way.
out of the way. We didn't get stopped.
No.
Yeah.
But we drove back, fed them, and the whole time on the way back, she's like, "How in the world did you get us?" And what does Chad say every time?
It's what we do. You don't need to know anything other than that. It's just what we do.
Exactly. You just have to be lucky all the time. I just have to be
gotta
lucky once. That's it.
So that's our motto. That's what we stick to.
So we get her back in jail. We come back to North Carolina, throw her in jail, file the motion for banker surety to get off the bond, and
Save you $30,000. You're welcome, bankers.
yep. And also, the victim had their right.
Yeah, their day in
their
court with them. Yeah, she stole a car.
Yeah, I mean, you can't go around like abusing people or
It's got to be repercussions
taking advantage of people.
for doing wrong, right?
Yeah. So I mean, I don't do it. You don't do it.
Yeah, I mean, there's got to be some consequences. You know?
Yeah, and that's why another reason why I like having Jason Smith on.
Right.
You know, he believes in that. He believes in, look, you know, we've got to. There's a fine line. All right, come on, guys. Like, you can't be stupid.
Yeah, I was just listening to the other podcast. I think Joe Rogan was talking about in California how how you can go in there and steal like $950
Yeah.
worth of stuff and not get. It's not a criminal thing.
Yeah. Yeah, and then
I'm
and it's already happened. All these corporations.
They're talking about turning it around. That's what he was saying in the podcast. The guy, I think it was Schellenberger, that guy that was on there, was talking about how they're voting November to turn that
go
around.
away. Yeah, because a lot of these retailers are closing up shop.
How
and
much
leaving.
of that can you take before you have to go bankrupt yourself? I mean, you know, it's just crazy that we've stooped to that to accommodate people. I get you need to be lenient, but at the same time, it's just like a child. You know, if you keep letting them do something, they will go further and
will
further
continue.
with it.
And they're going to see
until
how far they can get.
Yeah, they're going to see how far they can get with it until you do lay the smack down, so to speak.
So that was Moo Moo.
Yeah.
All right, we got a few minutes left, but old Moo Moo, I want to, like, half the time when we go get these people, and I always wonder where they're at now and what
I know,
they
we
say.
usually don't get to see the end result. You know? They don't come back usually and say, hey, I'm. Sometimes every once in a while we'll get one that, you know, I'm doing a lot better, and you know, good to see you guys on this side of it.
Yeah.
You know, we like to hear those.
I got one. I got a guy one time. Actually, I was raised in the country in the middle of nowhere, and the guy was literally right beside the house I grew up in.
Yeah, that's
And
weird.
I was like, and he ran in the woods. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and run, buddy. I know my way around here like nothing. Like,
Right.
I know where you can and can't go.
Yeah.
So, but we got him. But when he got back out of jail, and he messaged me and said, he goes, hey, I got out. He goes, I'll find you. I'm like, well, I'm not too hard to find, buddy. And I ain't hear nothing from him. We've had some of them.
Yeah.
I've had some of them like call or text me or message me and threaten me. I'm still shaking, by the way.
Right. Well, you know, you got to pretty much look at yourself at some point, say those guys were doing their job, and
Yeah, we're not treating you bad.
Yeah, we're not.
Well,
We treat you as good as you treat us. Let's put it that way.
yeah. He almost got the rubber round. He almost got the rubber round. So you got any good plans for this coming up weekend?
Absolutely. We have the jazz band coming to the
Oh yeah, that band that
to the
I went to
neighborhood
see.
clubhouse. Yeah,
Man, they
yeah.
were absolutely awesome.
Yeah,
man.
they play some like Clarence Carter type music.
Yeah, and they got like brass in the band, like
Saxophone.
They know how to do it right.
Oh yeah. So it's my neighbors that flipped the bill for that, and we have a good turnout. We have a couple hundred people there.
Yeah, man. When is that, Saturday night?
Saturday night. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll let you know if I think we're going. Pretty sure, but
Gotcha.
I'll let you know if we can do that.
I know I got dinner with some friends on Saturday night or something.
So-
I don't know. But
Anyway,
I'm going to try to play some golf this weekend. It's supposed to be nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get out and do some fishing. Well, Rusty and I are supposed to go Saturday. You said your girl's out of town for the whole weekend, so that's a Saturday and Sunday trip, man. Keeping you on that.
Chad's going to make sure.
I love to go out and fishing with Russ, man. He's getting good at what he does, and it's that time of the year. The water's cooling off.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm ready to go to St. Croix. I got that trip coming up here in a few weeks. I'm ready to get away, kind of break away from, especially the elections. We'll find out. Well, hopefully we'll know who the president is by then, and all the other elected officials. Then we can get the hell out of here for a little bit. But other than that, I'm just gonna keep trying to figure out what a band name is. Man, you got any ideas?
None.
I have zero. I got a bunch of lines that I've written down in my notes for songwriting, but nothing for a band name. So if you got any ideas, reach out to me. Reach out to him. We love it. So until then, hell, I think we're about up, man. That's about it for us.
Yeah. Yep. That's it made me think of some other stories that we're going to tell in the future.
Yeah, I know they kind of pop up.
Yeah,
they pop up like, and you're like, oh damn, okay, we can tell this one.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to write it down. I mean, because we've done so many, man.
Yeah, and I don't want to tell the same one twice, but
I really want to tell the one from Texas.
All right,
I really want to.
We got to get Eric in here. He's got a few, be a different, one of our different guys.
Eric, PD, Ellie Coleman. She still wants to come to it.
Now, Ellie would be a capture / client.
Success story.
Success story. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Ellie, she listens to our podcast. So
Ellie,
we love you. We thank you for being turning your life around, and we're so glad to be a part of that.
Yeah.
And she's got, she's married now, got a baby, and doing all the right things, man. I'm quite proud of her.
we got to get her on the show.
Yeah,
she's a from one end to the other story to tell.
Yes, she is, man. That'd be awesome. I might reach out to her today, actually. All right, guys. Well, until then, you can, if you like what you see and hear, you can come watch us on YouTube at Off the Hook Podcast, or you can listen to us on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, all the streaming platforms. We're here for you. You got any ideas, hit us up, and I can guarantee you. Here you go.
Only because it's
embracing the duck.
The Donald Duck.
He's embracing the duck.
That's the
right
only
now.
one I like.
Yeah. He's embracing the duck. Love it. All right, guys. Well, until then, we love you. We mean it. I'm Rob.
And I am Chad.
We out of here. Later.
You've been listening to Off the Hook with Chad and Rob. We hope you've enjoyed the show. Make sure to like, rate, and review. And be sure to follow us for notifications for another exciting episode. But in the meantime, you can go to our website at www.offthehookbail.com to see more. So until next time, stay out of trouble, or it'll be you that needs to get off the hook. See you soon.